Alright, let's get into it. Today, we're exploring the top 7 fascinating facts about the Sydney Opera House. Welcome to Cliff Notes 7 to Know. I'm Cliff. Here's where you'll learn 7 facts about the Sydney Opera House. Set sail on a sensational journey through Sydney's stunning structure. Here's the deal. We'll keep this clear, quick, and locked in your memory. Alright, first up, fact number 1. The Sydney Opera House, designed by Jørn Utzon and engineered by Ove Arup and partners, opened in October 1973 after a highly contentious build. Initial planning kicked off in the late 1940s, construction started in 1959, and disputes plus design evolution pushed the opening to 1973. Test yourself. When did the Sydney Opera House open? Correct answer, October 1973. Memory aid. Think of 73, Opera House is free. Let's move right along. Fact number 2. Its iconic roof forms are pre-cast concrete ribs and panels forming sections of a single sphere. In simpler terms, they look like shells, but structurally they're ribs with panel infill, not true thin shells. This spherical geometry unlocked repetition and economical construction while keeping that sail-like look. Test yourself. What materials comprise the Sydney Opera House roof? Correct answer. Precast concrete ribs and panels. Memory aid. Concrete panels, not shells, tell the tale. Okay, moving forward. Fact number 3. Construction began in 1959 before designs were finalised. That early start kept momentum but contributed to major delays and a final cost of about 102 million Australian dollars. Here's the key point. Overlapping design and build on unprecedented geometry is a recipe for rework. Test yourself. When did construction of the Sydney Opera House begin? Correct answer, 1959. Memory aid. In 59, design's not fine. Right, next up. Fact number 4. Utzon resigned in February 1966 amid disputes over payment, procurement and control. Interiors were completed largely by Peter Hall and team with significant changes. Think about it this way. The exterior vision stayed iconic, but the interior program and acoustics shifted under new leadership. Test yourself. Who completed the interiors of the Sydney Opera House? Correct answer. Peter Hall and team. Memory aid. Utzon out, Hall took the call. On to the next point. Fact number 5. The building hosts over 1,800 performances annually with more than 1.4 million attendees, and over 10 million people visit the site each year. Here's where it gets interesting. It's not just an icon, it's a working cultural engine every single week. Test yourself. How many performances are hosted annually at the Sydney Opera House? Correct answer, over 1,800. Memory aid. 1,800 shows. Audience flows. Let's roll to the next fact. Fact number 6. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, inscribed in 2007 and recognized as a masterpiece of 20th century architecture. What matters most, the building's creative genius is globally acknowledged, locking in conservation standards for the long haul. Test yourself. When was the Sydney Opera House inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Correct answer, 2007. Memory aid. In 2007, Heritage Heaven. Now, let's shift gears to the finish. Fact number 7. The roof is clad with over 1.006 million Swedish-made tiles in a subtle chevron pattern. From a practical angle, the glossy white plus matte cream mix reduces glare and rides out the coastal climate while reading as white from a distance. Test yourself. How many tiles cover the Sydney Opera House roof? Dance. Correct answer, over 1.06 million. Memory aid. Tiles galore, a million plus score. Let's break this down with a quick recap. Recap fact number 1. When did the Sydney Opera House open? Correct answer, October 1973. Recap. Fact number 2. What materials comprise the Sydney Opera House roof? Was does, correct answer, precast concrete ribs and panels. Recap. Fact number 3. When did construction of the Sydney Opera House begin? Correct answer, 1959. Recap fact number 4. Who completed the interiors of the Sydney Opera House? Correct answer, Peter Hall and team. Recap fact number 5. How many performances are hosted annually at the Sydney Opera House? Correct answer, over 1,800. Recap fact number 6. When was the Sydney Opera House inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Correct answer, 2007. Recap fact number 7. How many tiles cover the Sydney Opera House roof? Correct answer, over 1.06 million. That's it for today. You've got the top 7 facts down. With these key details, you're more than ready to ace that exam. Stay focused, trust your prep, and knock it out of the park. Let that sink in and keep this fresh in your mind.